5 years, Westfield Insurance has helped families and businesses look confidently to the future. As a local company, we care about keeping Northeast Ohio a great place to live, work, and grow. Academic Challenge is about protecting the future because students are America's next generation of leaders. Westfield Insurance, together with leading independent insurance agents, is proud to sponsor Academic Challenge. Thank you for joining us as we help foster a bright and exciting future.
Tonight, teams from Bedford, John Marshall, and Midview meet on Academic Challenge.
Academic Challenge is brought to you by Westfield Insurance. And now, here's the host of Academic Challenge, Adam Shapiro.
Hello, I'm Adam Shapiro, and welcome to another Academic Challenge. The challenge, as you know, is quite simple. Tonight, 3 teams will compete for points by answering questions covering math, science, history, and all kinds of topics. Let's look at the team standings so far, because at the end of this season, the top 3 scoring teams will return for our championship match. But the points are also important for another reason. Westfield Insurance is going to grant more than $30,000 to the top 10 schools that compete this season on Academic Challenge. So let's get started with our opening match. We call it the lightning round. In this round, all 3 teams compete for 10 points if they get a correct answer, but we subtract 10 points for an incorrect or no answer. We will start each team with 100 points. Hands on buzzers. You can watch the monitor as I read the question, because here we go. N in the middle is the category. Think carefully now, because your answers to all of these questions in the opening round should be 5 letters long with the letter N in the middle. That's 5-letter words with an N in the middle. Please identify the following. This small weight is 1/16 of a pound. John Marshall.
Ounce.
Correct. This common virtue titles a Thomas Paine pamphlet. Midview.
Cents.
Correct. Bamboo is the favorite food of Israel. John Marshall.
Panda.
Correct. This colorful K-initialed cloth comes from Africa. Bedford.
Kente cloth.
Correct. It was on this mountain that Moses received the 10 Commandments. Midview.
Sinai.
Correct. In this series of wars, Rome defeated ancient... John Marshall.
Punic.
Correct. Tom Sawyer got his friends to help him whitewash it. Midview.
Fence.
Correct. This city is the capital of Belarus. Nobody knows. Midview.
Minsk.
Is correct. Winnie the Pooh is fond of this fruit. Midview.
Honey.
Honey is correct. Now, I need you to watch the monitor. We're going to go to a video question. We want to welcome Catherine Reed, the director of the Cleveland Museum of Art.
Here at the museum, we're fortunate to have one of the celebrated water lilies paintings by that French impressionist whose 5-letter last name has an N in the middle.
Bedford.
Monet.
Monet is correct. That is the end of the lightning round. We will be back with more Academic Challenge after this. Dr. James Banks from Cuyahoga Community College is tonight's guest judge. Dr. Banks is director of the Kyle Archives and professor emeritus in history. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we go forward, we had a little bit of a goof during our last round in which some of the teams buzzed in during the video question. We have decided to award all 3 teams 10 points to correct that goof. Now we're going to move on to our mix-it-up round, where the questions are worth 20 points. There is no penalty for an incorrect answer. If you answer all 6 questions correctly, you will receive 25 bonus points. But before we get into the round, we want to take a moment to learn a little bit about team number 1 from Bedford. Bedford High School serves the communities of Bedford, Bedford Heights, Oakwood, and Walton Hills. Students choose from more than 200 courses in 13 different areas, including college prep, honors, and advanced placement, and career and technology education. More than 70 extracurricular activities and a dozen athletic programs provide opportunities for leadership, community service, academic competition, and competitive sports. Our captain from Bedford is Melissa. Welcome to the program. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Melissa Puffenberger. I'm a senior from Bedford High School. I'll be attending Case Western Reserve in the fall to major in biology.
It's good to have you here, Melissa. John, how about you?
Hello, my name is John Wilson. I'm a junior at Bedford, and I plan on, I'm involved in Student Senate and the Academic Challenge course, and I plan on majoring in mathematics and education.
Good to have you here, John. Christina?
My name is Christina Cheek. I'm a junior at Bedford High School. Our alternate is Megan Lang. I'm on the golf team, Student Senate Junior Advisory Board, and I want to major in criminal justice.
Bedford, good to have you here. Are you ready for your questions? You don't have to buzz in. Here we go. Arthur on television. Study this phrase and see if you can find the hidden name of which one of the Great Lakes.
Huron.
Huron is correct. An allergist, an orthopedist, a cardiologist. Which of these medical specialists would most appropriately treat a broken arm?
Orthopedist.
Is correct. Key Largo, Key West. These keys don't fit into locks because they are small islands off the coast of what southernmost of our East Coast states?
Florida.
Florida.
Is correct. Saratoga, Yorktown, Concord. Listed here are three major Revolutionary War battles. Can you rearrange them in correct chronological order? I need an answer.
Concord, Yorktown, Saratoga.
Concord, Saratoga, Yorktown. Haber to Hyacinth. You check this volume of an encyclopedia to learn about what English scientist who discovered and gave his name to a comet that reappears every 76 years.
Halley's.
Haley is correct. No man can properly command an army from the rear. Modern generals might disagree with these words from what Union general who successfully commanded his army as it marched through Georgia?
Sherman.
Sherman is correct. Good job, Bedford. Team number 2 from John Marshall is here this evening, and they have a comprehensive high school program. It has been located in Cleveland's West Park neighborhood for more than 70 years. Marshall's students come from a variety of ethnic, cultural, and religious backgrounds. Class offerings include advanced placement courses in all major subjects. Students participate in many Senate athletic teams, including championship teams in swimming, baseball, softball, fencing, and weightlifting. Our team from John Marshall is Hoy. Welcome to the program. Tell me about yourself.
My name is Hoy Sang. I'm a senior at John Marshall High School. I'm in the National Honor Society and other various clubs, and I plan to major in economics and/or engineering.
It's good to have you here, Hoy. How about you, Michael?
Hi, my name is Michael Huynh. I'm a junior at John Marshall High School, and I plan on going to designing.
Great. And Yusuf, how about you?
Hello, my name is Yusuf Hamdallah. I'm a senior at John Marshall High School, captain of the men's fencing team. I plan on attending Case Western Reserve in the fall, majoring in aerospace engineering. I'd like to also thank my alternates here today who supported us all the way here.
It's great to have John Marshall here. You ready? You don't have to buzz in. Madras put in map. Whether or not you can find Madras on a map, see if you can find in this phrase the name of what Russian monk, the controversial advisor to Russia's last czar.
Rasputin.
Is correct. Good health, revenge, friendship. Which of these words is the best synonym for retaliation?
Revenge. Revenge.
Is correct. Mozambique Channel, Bay of Bengal. These two bodies of water both flow into what third largest ocean?
Indian Ocean.
Indian Ocean is correct. Sicily, Greenland, Manhattan. Can you rearrange these islands in order of their geographical size, going from the smallest to the largest?
Manhattan, Greenland.
I need an answer.
Sicily, Manhattan, Greenland.
Manhattan, Sicily, Greenland. Ukulele to Vesta. You'd consult this volume of an encyclopedia to get information about which planet seventh from the sun.
Uranus.
Is correct. The ivory gate through which all good dreams come. Rudyard Kipling wrote this poetic description of what structure in Agra, India, that Shah Jahan built as a tomb for his favorite wife.
Taj Mahal.
Is correct. Good job, John Marshall. Our final team tonight is Midview. Midview High School is located in Eaton Township in Lorain County. Midview is proud of its long tradition of excellent sports, academics, and extracurricular activities. The drama club has competed on the state level, and its sports teams continue to be successful in Lorain County, in the Lorain County Conference. The high school has a state-of-the-art science facility, and the district is in the process of constructing 3 new elementary schools. Colin is our captain from Midview. Welcome to the program. Tell me about yourself.
Hi, my name's Colin Carney. I'm a senior at Midview High School. I'm involved in soccer and the arts, and I hope to attend Northwestern in the fall. Thanks to our friends and family for coming out to support us today.
Good to have you here, Colin. Steve, how about you?
I'm Steve Jackson. I'm a senior at Midview High School. After graduation, I plan to attend Lorain County Community College, and after that, I plan to transfer to law school. We'd like to thank Westfield Insurance and News Channel 5 for sponsoring this program.
We'd like to thank Westfield Insurance, too. Steve, thank you very much. And Megan, how about you?
Hi, my name is Megan Greenwald. I'm a senior at Midview High School. I'm involved in drama, soccer, and Youth for Youth. I plan to attend Bowling Green State University in the fall. And thank you to the Midview Endowment Fund for financing our team.
All right, Midview, here we go. They rehearse nicely. You'll do nicely here if you can find in this sentence the name of what poisonous element whose atomic number is 33.
Arsenic.
Arsenic is correct. A scalpel, a sturgeon, a scepter. As a symbol of his royal office, a king would be most likely to carry which of these?
A scepter.
Is correct. Eremithian boar, Cretan bull. These animals were both captured as part of the 12 labors of what mythical Greek strongman?
Hercules.
That is correct. Kentucky, Oregon, Connecticut. Can you arrange these three states according to the chronological order in which they joined the Union?
Connecticut, Kentucky, Oregon.
That is correct. Oaths to Palladium. It would be this volume of an encyclopedia that will give you information about what marine mollusk that has 8 tentacles.
Octopus.
Octopus is correct. For the bonus. 2, The Voyage and the Great Golden Sea. This optimistic toast was offered by a crew member in an old movie version of the book about an 18th century mutiny on what British ship headed by Captain Bligh?
The Bounty.
Bounty is correct. You've got the bonus. Congratulations, Midview. That's the end of our Mix It Up round. We're going to be back with more questions and more academic challenge right after this. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we begin our next round, we want to recap the scores so far. Let's see. In third place with 220 points, Bedford. In second place with 240 points, John Marshall. And in first place with 305 points, Midview. It is time for our picture-perfect round. Each correct answer is worth 10 points, but a wrong or no answer will cost you 10 points. All three teams play. So, everybody, hands on your buzzers, eyes on the monitor on the floor over there, because here we go. This painting depicts what historic prison that was stormed at the beginning? Bedford.
The Bastille.
Correct. In addition to the Snake River, Idaho boasts this river, which is named for what fish that swims upstream to spawn? Midview.
Salmon.
Is correct. Although the giraffe is notable for its long neck, this neck has what same number of vertebrae as John Marshall?
7.
Is correct. Here you see a diamond inscribed in a square. What is the area of the diamond in terms of x? Midview.
2x.
2x squared. Incorrect. Made of bronze and silver, this ancient artwork depicts the head of what classical goddess of the hunt? John Marshall.
Athena.
We were looking for Artemis or Diana. Writing here in this illustration from an old man, Midview.
Chaucer.
Is correct. Up from Slavery was the autobiography of this man. What educator who founded the Tuskegee Institute? Bedford. You don't need an answer.
Booker T. Washington.
Is correct. In the background, here is London's Crystal Palace, which was made entirely of glass, and what element whose symbol is Fe? John Marshall.
Iron.
Iron is correct. Armed here with a sword in his hand and 3 pistols in his belt is what American naval hero of the Revolutionary War? Need an answer. John Marshall.
Royce Perry.
John Paul Jones is what we were looking for. When Thomas Jefferson served dinner in his formal dining room, the meal was usually completed by Midview.
Monticello. I don't
No, they usually finished by 5 o'clock. You'd be late for dinner. That's the end of the round. We're going to be back with more Academic Challenge right after this. Let's welcome and meet our team advisors this evening. From Bedford, Dana Flenner and Nate Marin, who was on the show in 1994. From John Marshall, Susan Zielinski. And from Midview, Michael Filippiak. It is time to get back underway with more Academic Challenge in our Hot Picks round. One at a time, I'm going to ask each team 8 questions. A perfect response is worth 20 points, and there is no penalty for a wrong answer. Plus, any team that answers all 8 questions correctly, you're going to get 25 bonus points. First up is going to be team number 1 from Bedford, but the way we do this is the captain from John Marshall, Hoy, you will get to pick the questions they get. Is it 1, 2, or 3?
3.
3 it shall be. Now, Bedford, you don't have to buzz in when I ask the questions. Are you ready? Melissa, John, and Christina, here we go. 20th century Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia had a nickname associating him with what animal known as the king of the beasts?
Lion.
Lion is correct. We 7 might sound like Snow White's dwarfs, but it was actually a book about the first 7 Americans in what adventurous occupation that Neil Armstrong also pursued?
Astronaut. Astronaut?
Astronaut is correct. While swimmers often fly through the water with a butterfly stroke, a diver can fly off the board in a dive named for what bird that was once an ugly duckling?
Swan.
Swan is correct. Take a look at your monitor. I have a science question for you. Hydrates, enzymes, alleles. Which of these terms refers to the chemical compounds that contain one or more molecules of water as an integral part of their structures?
Hydrates.
Hydrates is correct. While most big cities have air quality problems, the name meaning good airs identifies what largest city and capital of Argentina? Need an answer.
Buenos Aires?
Is correct. In the best-selling book Angela's Ashes, most of the action takes place in what Irish town that also names a type of five-line humorous verse?
Limerick?
Is correct. Take a look at your monitor for me. I have a math question for you. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer.
9.
9 is correct. For the bonus, what New Yorker served as U.S. Senator, Secretary of State, and Vice President before succeeding Andrew Jackson in the White House? Need an answer. Need an answer?
Abraham Lincoln?
Van Buren. Looking for Van Buren, but that was a very good attempt. Good job, Bedford. Okay, John Marshall, you guys are up, but call in from Midview. You're going to get to pick. It's going to be questions number 1 or 2.
2.
2 it shall be. Again, John Marshall, you don't have to buzz in. Hoy, Michael, and Yusuf, are you ready? Here we go. Koala bears can be found munching eucalyptus leaves in what country, also famous for its kangaroos?
Australia?
Is correct. Adventure was a way of life for what Jamestown captain who had been captured by the Turks, sold into slavery, and later had his life allegedly saved by Pocahontas?
John Smith?
Is correct. The Isthmus of Suez no longer exists because the Suez Canal was cut through it to connect what colorfully named sea with the Mediterranean?
Red. Red.
Red Sea is correct. Take a look at the monitor for a science question. Ice melts, wood burns, sugar dissolves. Which of these is the best example of a chemical change?
Wood burns.
Wood burns is correct. On an astrological chart, Libra is represented by scales, but the constellation Libra is shaped like what precious gem that is the hardest form of carbon?
Diamond.
Diamond is correct. Having 5 marriageable daughters is a plight shared by Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof and by the Bennett family in what novel by Jane Austen? Need an answer.
Pride and Prejudice.
Is correct. Take a look at the monitor for a math question. Find the positive value of x.
8.
8 is correct. For the bonus, the voice of the West is the voice of protest, commented which American president whose own voice was revealed in his famous 14-point program at the end of World War I?
Woodrow Wilson.
Wilson is correct. You got the bonus, Marshall. All right, Midview. Here are your questions. Colin, Stephen, Megan, here we go. John Philip Sousa titled one of his marches Semper Fidelis, which is the Latin motto of what branch of the armed forces?
Marines.
Marines is correct. According to Chinese legend, it was 47 centuries ago that the Emperor Shang Nung invented what Chinese medical technique that involves inserting small needles into a patient's body?
Acupuncture.
That is correct. The Journey is the title of Antonia Fraser's biography of what French queen whose tragic life's journey ended on the guillotine?
Marie Antoinette.
Marie Antoinette is correct. Take a look at the monitor for a science question. Blue, red, green. A plant appears green because it is absorbing colors other than which of these?
Green.
Need an answer.
If it absorbs it.
Need an answer.
Green.
Green is correct. Thomas Hayden's novel The Killing Frost is set in 1916 during the Easter Rebellion in what capital city of Ireland?
Dublin.
Dublin.
Dublin is correct. Not all Christmas carols are sung, especially not the story A Christmas Carol, for which what author created the character Scrooge in Tiny Tim?
Dickens.
Dickens is correct. Take a look at the monitor for a math question. Taking positive square roots, evaluate this expression, giving your answer in terms of the square root of 3. Need an answer.
3 radical 3 plus 3 radical 5.
No, that would be incorrect. We were looking for 8 times the square root of 3. And finally, civilization and profits go hand in hand. Said what 30th president in office during the 1920s when profits were booming? Need an answer?
Hoover.
Coolidge. Coolidge was the answer. Good job, Midview. We will be back with more academic challenge and our deciding grab bag round right after this.
For academic challenge information on the web, log on to newsnet5.com and click on Education.
And welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we get started, we want to recap our scores for this game. In third place right now, Bedford. You have 380 points. We have a tie for first place. John Marshall has 425 points. Midview has 425 points. Anybody can win this game. It's time for the grab bag round. In this free-for-all, each correct answer is worth 20 points. The teams will lose 20 points for a wrong or no answer. There also will be some visual questions on your monitor worth 30 points, but an incorrect answer will cost you 30 points. Again, this is for all 3 teams. Everybody hands on buzzers because here we go. A recent study has discovered that in bad economic times, people tend to eat more pickles and what dairy products such as cheddar and brie? Midview.
Cheese.
Cheese is correct. Hazel Rowley wrote a recent biography of what African-American author whose works include Black Boy and Native Son? John Marshall.
Richard Wright.
Is correct. Back in the 11th century, what long-haired Englishwoman made a most unusual tax protest by riding naked through Coventry? Nobody? That would be Lady Godiva. Take a look at your monitor. This is the carefully preserved bedroom of what American woman whose novels include Death Comes From for the Archbishop. And that author would be Willa Cather. Only 12% of the world's population now lives in what continent joined by land to Asia? Bedford.
Europe.
Europe is correct. The capacity of the soil to hold water depends on its composition. Which of these materials is least capable of retaining moisture? Humus, clay, or sand?
Clay.
Sand. Answer was sand. According to a recent travel guide, you'll have to pay respect to shrines of Kim Il-sung if you're daring enough to visit what country whose capital? Midview.
North Korea.
North Korea is correct. Take a look at your monitor. This essay in favor of the new proposed U.S. Constitution was written. Midview.
Publius.
Looking for John Jay. Many Gothic cathedrals soar skyward, supported by what type of arched buttress? Bedford.
Flying buttress.
Is correct. If you cut a pie into 8 equal pieces, what is the measure of the angle at the point of each piece? Midview.
45.
45 degrees is correct. I will take that answer. Rents are high in most cities, but in Washington, D.C., the rent-free White House is available every 4 years at number 1600 on what avenue named for? Midview.
Pennsylvania Avenue.
Pennsylvania is correct. The Karakoram Mountains, the second highest range in the world, include what second highest mountain in the world? John Marshall.
Rocky.
K2.
K2.
The answer is K2. We are out of time. Let's check the scores and see how we did. In second place with 420 points, Bedford. In third place with 415 points, John Marshall. And in first place with 455 points, Midview. You are our winners today on Academic Challenge. Congratulations. Be sure to join us next week as we will feature teams from Cloverleaf, Elyria, and Roosevelt. I'm Adam Shapiro. We'll see you next week for another Academic Challenge. Good night, everybody.
Challenge has been brought to you by Westfield Insurance.